Good morning. It's day 59, 7 a.m. The river's down here, and I think I found an acceptable trail. It might be the PCT. I'll check in a minute. But just shadows the river rather than having to hike through the river, which frankly stinks. I've got a couple of holes in my shoes from yesterday. My hiking poles are shredded. I bought some new insoles to provide a little bit more cushioning. They delaminated. It's just, yesterday was hard. I'm hoping today will be better. I think it will be. And I think I have 45 miles to Idlewild. That's my last major resupply point before Julian, which is so exciting. So I got to decide whether I stay in Idlewild or whether just go in, resupply, and head out. Part of my challenge is, recharging my battery, which will run out before I got to Julian if I don't fully recharge it, and it takes about 3 hours. So here's my thinking: is since I got about 45 miles into Idlewild, I might pull up on the trailhead just before Idlewild and camp there in 2 nights' time. Head into Idlewild early in the morning, resupply, find some place that I can kind of hang out for 3 hours that it takes to recharge my battery, and maybe have breakfast and lunch, and then head back out. So if there was look at that, Jeepers Creepers, that's what I've been going through. If there was a hostel type situation like Mike's place in Big Bear, I'd jump at that in a moment. But I can't find anything like that. And the hotels are like $150 to $250, so it's not really set up as a hiker-friendly town, unfortunately. Oh well. Well, I got above the river. I'm way up a mountain now after endless numbers of switchbacks, and you can see that big mountain ahead of me. I'm going up that crap. That's Mount San Jacinta. I think it's 10 or 11,000 feet. So, but before I do that, I'll be going through going down a hill and then into a flatter section. So, get a little bit of rest, and then have a bearish climb. Hey guys, it's about 8:45. I'm about 45 miles outside of Idlewild, and as is the case with most days hiking, I find myself hiking solo. Some of the guys that came into camp, they get up early and set off in the dark, and my vision isn't good enough for that. That leads to more falling on my part, so I don't do that. Others, well, frankly, everyone, they're all young people in their 20s. I think a few of them are just barely 30, but they're demonstrably faster than me. I can sometimes hold my own going downhill with them, but when there's the uphill, they don't seem to slow down at all. If there's big rocks and boulders, they don't seem to slow down at all. All those things are impediments to me. So, in any case, this group I've seen a bunch of times. I often just, by hiking a little longer into the night, I find them camped out, and I enjoy their company. So I pitch my tent with them. They're all good folks. This type of bush, which is prevalent in the last couple hundred miles, has terrible thorns, and this is don't know if you can see today's damage, but yeah, I got covered with blood. And you probably can't see it in the sun, but it's pretty miserable. There's San Jacinta behind the destroyed tree, and I'm gathering water right here. It just came down from over here. It turns out, after studying far out, I have a 15-mile water carry, which is highly undesirable. So I'm going to leave here with 3 liters of water, and I got to climb up somewhere up this destroyed embankment and then to get to the trail. But I think it'll be downhill for a while after that till you get to the base of Jacinta, or San Jacinta. The flies are all over my leg because of the blood. This can't be healthy. Jesus. Oh my God. I was hoping this would be an established trail, but this was clearly flooded out as well. The river was about 8 or 10 feet wide when I walked through it, but the river bed was probably 300 yards wide. That was, you know, pretty much a destroyed area. And here I am, probably 200 yards in, over the banks, up a little bit in elevation, and this area got flooded as well by all appearances. Now, this isn't too bad. It's been worse. I was kind of hoping I'd have a cakewalk, but no such luck. Okay, I've turned away from the river, so it's a lot drier. But this could get ugly. Look at the size of these hills or mountains that I'm inevitably going to have to go up. I see what looks like trails. Sorry, thorns. Another fun climb to somewhere. I don't know where, but that's coming up. Just a few yards ahead of me. Oh boy. I don't see any at the moment, but I have seen there's a monarch butterfly further up the hill, and it'd be glorious if I came back here. And that's significant to me because monarchs, oh, there's one right to my left. Here you go. That's a monarch butterfly. And their numbers have been reduced on the west coast by 99%. The most beautiful of all butterflies nest over winter only in, so the branch there, only in a certain section of Mexico where the small encampment, if you will, is threatened by development. And then pesticide use in this country has decimated their numbers, and they rely nearly exclusively on the milkweed plants, so the native milkweed. And you don't see too many, you don't see next to any milkweeds out here, but milkweed, they're adapted to eat milkweed, and it makes them poisonous to birds. So when they eat a milkweed plant, if a bird tries to bite them, they'll get sick, and so they remember that and don't attack the monarch butterflies. It's a nice thing to see on the East Coast, but I thought I had seen some before at the McDonald's and Cajon Pass. So yeah, that's good to see a bit more. The trail is still obliterated around here. And this combination industrial, wind farm, highway. I just had a coyote run across the trail, and I keep missing the trail, but I'm looking for these PCT signs. I'm pretty sure that's one over there. That's where the coyote was. I'm going in that direction. Looking forward to getting back in soft woods, well-marked trail. It's 4:30. I'm on my way up the mountain. I have about 4 miles to get to an acceptable tent site. There's one tent site that's lower, but it's on a hill and it's extremely windy, and the reviews are atrocious. And I had that one experience outside Agua Dulce where some of my stuff blew away and it was miserable trying to sleep on a hill. So I'm going to try and press on. I'm pretty exhausted. It's been a long day, but yeah, going up and up and up. It's beautiful, but tiring. Hey, good evening. It's the end of day 59. I did about 26 miles. I'm probably a third of the way up Mount San Jacinta. It's a long climb. I've already hiked 5 miles from the trailhead leading up here. But regardless, it was a good day, 26 miles. I was pretty sore all day. It was hard because, again, we had a lot of some of the river walk stuff and a lot of road walks. I had to stop and clean my shoes out. I was getting hot spots, and it's just a little beaten up. But I got my tent set up. You probably can't see it back there, but it is back there. It's a beautiful location here. I wish you could see it better, but I mean, yeah, that's a little bit better. This is heading up the hill. That's where I'm going tomorrow. That direction, I guess. And these are some of the sister mountains, or mountains on the shoulder of San Jacinta. They look quite ominous. And I'm looking down at the valley. A little while ago, I could still see some wind turbines, but nothing now. But 6:30, I got to start making my dinner and get myself cleaned up. And holy smokes, have some good rest. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.